Okay, Stranger Things, episode 5. Episode 5. Hopper manages to evade the lab security and discovers a portal in the basement of the lab. But then they catch him, knock him out. He wakes up at home, immediately starts digging around to find where they bugged his house, which was interesting because I would not have done that. But granted, we've seen that he is quite the detective.
I made the note that was his big city detective coming out there. He knew exactly what he was looking for and in all the places.
No notes yet, but yeah, no, that's right. That is a good point. The boys determine that Will is trapped in an alternative dimension, the Upside Down. What are we laughing at?
We're not allowed to talk right now. Go ahead.
Yeah, you're not. Right. Shut up. Let me get through the recap.
Wow.
And he's being pursued by a monster similar to a Demogorgon. After Will's funeral, the boys ask their science teacher about alternative dimensions. He explains the whole, tear in space-time. They go all interstellar. The wormhole. They, using their compasses, go to the woods to look for the portal. 11 doesn't like it. She thinks it's danger. Turn back. And starts messing with the compasses. Lucas finds out. Him and Mike get in a fight. Then Mike and 11 get in a fight. Then Lucas leaves. 11 runs away. Also, Lonnie comes back to town to console Joyce, which is very interesting. The two make peace until Joyce discovers that Lonnie still doesn't actually care about his son.
Imagine who saw that coming.
Just trying to cash in on Will's death with a wrongful death lawsuit. She gets mad. Nancy and Jonathan go to the woods to look for clues. They find a wounded deer. They're like, we can't just leave it. Some creature drags the deer away. Nancy follows the trail of blood to a portal to the Upside Down. She crawls through the portal and discovers the creature. She snaps a twig and starts running. Jonathan looks for Nancy and finds her clothes and runs away. And that is all. So, you were saying?
So many things.
You have some notes, apparently?
Interrupted.
It's time.
Now is when you can share your thoughts.
Yeah. Per the host.
I just want to start out by saying Lonnie is the worst. Straight to jail.
I thought it was interesting that he came back and was all... And then I realized, because the whole wrongful death lawsuit and everything. But I thought, what? He just showed up and he's calling her babe.
Yeah,
and
he was there for the funeral. He at least had somewhat of a reason to get there.
That's what made me hate him so much, though.
That he was there for his son's funeral?
No, he showed up and presented himself in a way like he cared. To the point that she at one point was opening up to him and trying to, she had a vulnerable moment with him. And I was like, girl, don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, God, don't do it.
But I don't think he would show up and act like he didn't care. So...
I know. That's fair. I don't like him. He sucks. And honestly, and whatever. I mean, she let him have it in the end. And, he came for her life on everything that she had or had not been doing. Meanwhile, homie's not even on the scene. Get out of here with that.
Yeah.
He did at least patch the wall up because that tarp was not getting it done.
And she's like, I didn't ask you to do that.
I don't know what else she could have done, but when I saw it, I even thought,
that's
doing nothing. You might as well not even have that.
It's nailed up at the top and just flapping in the wind.
Hanging. But then I thought, she's struggling first of all, but she's at home by herself.
I don't even think
no
she
offense
put it
to
up.
the women out there, but I don't know how many would be able or know
how to hang a tarp.
Something like that. So then I thought, okay, I guess I can understand.
She hung those lights in that alphabet pretty well. So, I mean, that was really clever.
I think she was just so beside herself that the tarp's an afterthought.
It's just out of sight, out of mind. So that's it got
I just
done
wish
what
it had
she
been
needed.
Hop hanging up the boards and fixing the hole in the wall. I would have liked it way better.
Well,
if it was
but
him.
you got that reward at the end.
Hopefully we can get there.
When he came back and he was like,
yeah, he didn't know,
right.
right? Like he doesn't know
you were
about
right the whole time. Yeah, but that moment where he told her, he's like, you were right. That's even bigger than hanging up.
I wrote that down too. I love that. Like there was no, I'm going to build some anticipation here. No,
right.
Boom.
He's like, girl,
bang.
you were right.
I love the fact that it wasn't just by coincidence either that she told him all that stuff. He heard it, but he wasn't really listening. But he just, like, even to humor himself, he dug into it just enough to be like, no, she might be. Now I got to really see this through because I think she might be right.
Yep.
So there was that genuine, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt and at least humor the idea that you might be onto something. It wasn't by coincidence.
Right.
Like with Jonathan, he heard someone else say it and he's like, oh, my mom might have been right. With Hop, it was like, no, I'm trusting there might be something here. That was interesting.
He was the good one for that.
But I don't know. I want to ask Chuck this because he works in IT and you might know this. When he goes through, he gets the card and he goes and he shoots the card reader.
Oh, yeah.
Is that really going to... Right.
No. It'll keep him from getting out. It's not going to keep anybody from getting back in.
I thought, well, they can still get in, no?
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, that bugged me. Immediately, I was like, well...
I made a really random note, and I think you could potentially pull a picture of this.
Oh.
For a clip.
Okay.
Clip. Go ahead.
And I acknowledge that this is going to make me sound like an 8th grader. But the picture that 11 drew of Papa. I was like, wait. I was like, he had 3 legs.
I didn't pick up on that. I was just thinking, how old was she when she drew that?
You just thought it was trash.
Well, it was obviously it was a child's drawing, but if you actually look at the picture of Papa, I was
3 legs. Are you serious? Scott, you have got to do your research on that one.
Yeah, big time.
Wow.
Big time.
Okay.
Whoa, big time? Like
it was a full extra
It wasn't
leg?
in proportion? Wow.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm an adult.
Now we know why she calls him Papa.
Okay.
Okay, whoa.
That's inappropriate.
She's a child.
That's terrible.
Right.
Hey, I hate Mike's parents still don't know that she's there.
Yeah, that's
and
ridiculous.
I'm saying still,
that's
like, I guess I realized it's only a day after.
It's been a while now, it feels
somebody
like.
said something about just yesterday.
That's
yesterday
true.
with the camera.
There's been like 3 days.
Nancy
or
told
like
Jonathan.
Yeah, but
24 hours in like 3 episodes.
They found a body. They're at a funeral now.
I'm with you.
Time has passed.
But still,
they've been out of the house a bit now,
this
too.
girl's in the house.
Right. It doesn't matter how much
house.
time.
I could not. I almost wanted to stop watching. She's laying on that couch. They're talking about the board game and how it flips over. And they look at her and she goes,
right.
Upside down.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of the Wheeler parents, this is a pivot again.
Mrs. Wheeler was looking nice in black. She can rock anything.
She's looking a little old.
I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I'm good with it too.
But it made me really sad when I was watching, and it showed Mrs. Wheeler with Nancy helping her get ready. It showed the deadbeat dad was still with Mike, helping him get ready and tie his tie. And like, he's kind of a deadbeat dad. He's not good for much. But in that moment, also, I thought it was interesting. We got to learn their backstory. He's the older man. Mrs. Wheeler was the younger woman. Anyway. But
she married him for his money.
And he was going to give her the
typical
cul-de-sac
Miss
life.
Wheeler.
But it was so sad because it showed each of them had like that parental support, right? You're getting ready to go to your friend's funeral, You're not getting ready by yourself. And then there's Jonathan. And he's standing in the mirror and he doesn't even know how to tie the tie.
Don't, you're going to make me cry.
And I was like, I felt that in my guts. I was like, dang. And he's there trying to figure it out. and he just scraps the tie because he's like, I don't even know how to do this. Whatever, I'm skipping it.
That might make me cry because I didn't even
It made me so sad.
I didn't even get the significance of that until you just said it.
Yeah. They each had their parent with them, helping them get ready, and he was standing there trying to figure it out himself.
Wow, we need to move on. That's heavy, and I didn't pick up on that until you said it, and now I'm going to cry.
Lucas
That's a
was
great
It
my
made me
hero.
feel some kind of way.
This
What'd you
whole
say?
episode,
Who?
every time Lucas talked, I'm like, yes.
He's the only one with reason.
Can I just say too?
When
I stand
he
by
goes,
every.
oh my God, at hell. When he's like, well, can't you just tell us where to get it?
He's
oh
like-
my God.
He's still an Aries. I want to say I stand behind every zodiac sign I gave to these people at the beginning. Like, I keep kind of coming back to it in my mind. And Lucas, definitely.
Yeah, he's awesome. He really. But I don't get. Mike is so volatile. Mike got mad at Lucas like that, and he's defending Elle, and then Elle shoots Lucas away, and Mike's like, why would you do that? What are you, idiot? What are you doing? And I'm like, wait a minute. Pick a side, bro. You're just mad at everybody.
Has anything ever been solved by asking somebody what's wrong with them?
What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you? Like, has anyone ever asked
I'm
that to
sorry.
someone
That'd be
else?
I have
Well, I'll
bipolar
tell you what,
disorder.
I'm glad you asked.
Right.
And then you get the explanation, like, okay, I understand now.
I'll
Fair
calm
enough.
That
down.
makes perfect sense.
It's so,
Now
I don't know.
know.
I don't like that line. I don't like when people say, what's wrong with you? Like, I don't know. That just,
I also didn't like the one that Mike's the one to figure it out. Like, what?
Mike's annoying.
This whole, and this is, less about Mike and more about the fact that they wrote it in that, oh, Mike figures it out. He's like, wait a minute. What if it's like an upside down, like an alternative universe? And I'm like, of course it's Mike.
But we can give some credit to Dustin for the compass thing.
Yeah, no, that was
He nailed it with that.
And then Elle being annoying. Scott is as a big time elf level 24, I believe it is now in Dungeons and Dragons. Is the Veil of Shadows, is that a real thing? Have you been there?
Not know
what are
of
your
it,
thoughts?
But that when I first played Dungeons and Dragons and they gave me that book to read to study on, it was massive, and I do not doubt that was in there somewhere. Just flipping through, it was so much stuff like that.
You're an elf level 24?
High elf.
Wait,
7
to be specific.
7.
High elf.
Recently 7.
Really high.
You got a badge
seduction
for it.
rating.
how recently?
I hate the
few weeks.
I hate the dog whimpers that's like a Hollywood soundbite that somebody has sitting around. No, when the dog went into Camp Byers, his little wood.
Oh yeah, when
and he lays
there.
down and he whimpers. I'm like, how many times have we heard that?
Yeah,
dog whimper.
Yeah.
I'm like, who has that? Who is making money off that?
Bite?
Yeah. They're like, oh, just go to the archives and get that one sound. It's the same thing with parakeets or parrots, whatever they are. When you have a bird in a movie and it makes that same, bark sound. You know what I'm saying? You hear it.
Do it again. I didn't catch it.
Please don't hurt my ears.
And it's like repeated a few times, and I'm like,
good point.
That's in every movie. It's the same sound.
As a producer, creator of
Who
content,
is your Foley artist?
What do you? I mean, you're like, okay, I have a dog here, and he needs to make a noise. What do you?
Yeah.
What do you do?
Is that not a nod though to all this '80s like?
Well, I would go to the Foley artist. Do we have one? Do I have one in this situation? They make all the sound effects.
Well, probably, right?
No,
I mean,
no.
I don't have one.
No. You're gonna go.
I mean, when you put it like that,
a dog whimpering.
But the thing is, I'm not making like a big movie. I'm not working on that kind of budget. I feel like if I were working on that kind of budget,
they would take the time to go get a dog and say, "Okay, here you go, get him walk around."
No, I wouldn't have it.
For an
I wouldn't
hour.
have it at all because it's over. It's outplayed.
Oh, just the scene in general.
What was the point? Like,
well, it was
the dog misses him too.
Yeah, the funeral was coming up.
Right? I mean, of course,
you can
the dog
put a
does.
dog on camera and you immediately are emotionally attached.
That's what bugs me though, because
you
it's
hated
so
that you. Oh, I see what you're doing.
No, it didn't get me. I'm like, this is so overplayed. It's such an easy. Like
Wow,
I
I
love
never
this
knew
example.
you hated dogs so much.
No, no,
We
no,
gotta
no,
dig
no,
into
no.
that a little bit.
It's the whole idea that like, okay, you can tell me something in two ways. Either you can make it really easy and in my face, or you can make it subtle and I have to figure it out.
Oh,
So for
wow,
example,
that's
like if
deep.
there's a guy, say there's like the movie's about this single dad, and he's got a daughter, but you don't know that he's a single dad in the first part of the movie, but then he'll go like pick up a family photo and look at it and get all sad and then put it down. You're like, oh, his
like
wife's
Hopper
gone.
making random phone calls.
Like that's stupid, right? Because I anybody could have done that, and that doesn't that tells me everything right there. You didn't give me any credit, like you didn't. Or you could say, just have a scene with the dad, and he's like trying to help his daughter with something, and he's obviously failing, and you're like, he doesn't do this often. Maybe there's not a woman around. Maybe he's a single dad. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
Give me
here's the thing, Scott.
Sorry.
A lot of viewers are just dumb.
I don't think they are. I don't think they are.
Oh, they are.
We don't think that was really, maybe they weren't even thinking about it that hard. It was just as they're flashing through, they're like, and we'll throw the dog in, like it's just some filler.
Oh, I hope they have so much content. They're not adding, like they're looking to cut stuff.
But I think, I don't think they're dumb because, you know, we talked about this whole Severance thing now, and that gets a big deal. And I haven't watched it, but I've seen all these little, you know, videos on TikTok talking about when they're in the elevator, you know, the tone is it's a C.
Oh.
But then this one, it's like a D minor. And I'm like, okay, so people are picking up on these little tiny things. You don't need to give me a whimpering dog to tell me to feel sad.
Oh, I think there's a lowest common denominator still out there, Scott, that needs the whimpering dog.
We don't need to pander to the weak-minded. Okay?
It's easy money in it, though. There's easy money in pandering to people.
Well, that's the problem.
Trust me,
That's why
bro.
those producers, when they're talking to Morgan and Joanne, they're like,
well, that's what I was going to say.
These are the girls.
Anybody
they're not even
can have
professional.
A podcast, Scott.
This is perfect.
Anybody can just
anyway,
get 3 microphones and 3 cameras and
they really can. They don't need us to do this. You got
a podcast.
No one needs us to do this. No one needs us to do
this.
If
no
Sean weren't here,
this.
It'd be even more reason why we don't need to do it. Who needs 2 more white dudes with microphones talking about anything?
That's true. Shoshana makes us unique.
Shoshana really helps out.
I do what I can, guys.
Yeah. Woof.
How about the Evil Dead poster? I mean, I don't remember when that movie came out.
First of all, that's a sick poster. So shut up, Lonnie.
Well, I didn't get a good look at it long enough to think, is it the poster and what's happening on the poster that's inappropriate? Or he just meant that movie's not appropriate?
I think he just meant Will's dead. So why do you have something on your wall that references the dead? Was what I gathered. But he was grasping at straws at that point. And he's like, by the way.
It was very like...
bothered me. I felt like it was a, hey, wink, wink, nod, nod. Don't forget, we're in the 80s.
Oh, interesting. I thought it was more like, oh, look at this thing that's actually going to happen later that plays on all the same, you know, style of horror that we're playing on with the monster.
I don't think it was.
I mean, it was definitely a pop culture call out because
we took it 2 different ways, and she got mad at Lonnie for telling her to take it down.
Because I just want Lonnie to shut up.
Hates Lonnie.
I really don't.
No, I'm not taking that poster down. Actually.
Right,
I'm going to put up another one.
You don't even live here. Don't come in here and tell people what to have on the
That's right. Don't try and be a dad after 15 years.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, listen, if you weren't here when the poster went up, you don't get to be the one to talk about taking it down.
I'm probably going to put it on my door now because you said that.
Right. I'm going to make it even more.
I love the joke at the funeral. When Dustin made the joke at the funeral. Yeah. The girl was crying, and he's like, "Oh, I can't wait to tell Will she was crying at you."
Jennifer so-and-so was crying. Dude, she was booger crying, too.
I love, her little heart. Like, irreverence at places that are expected to be reverent. Yeah. I know there's a time and a place for any joke and everything, but I also like hey, I know we're expected to behave a certain way right now at this funeral.
Yeah.
But, I mean, there's no reason I can't make a joke if I wanted, or even at church. I think that a lot at church. Like, there's a time for reverence, but there's also like it's okay to be silly sometimes or to make a joke, and I like
So
Yeah.
I get the giggles really bad every time I take communion. I don't know why.
Man.
Oh wow.
I
Yeah,
do.
that's a great
I get the
example
giggles
though.
so bad during communion,
Yeah.
like at Christmas. I just for some reason every time we take communion, whoever I'm sitting next to, we just end up giggling so hard. I think one time like my wafer went flying on accident. It wasn't on purpose. It was just
Whoa.
one of those just
But
it's
I-
always something.
I think it plays. So I give credit to the writers or whoever here, because the producer is
Of
who I give
course, the
credit to.
producer.
Yeah,
Of course, it's him.
I can relate.
Makes
Whoa,
sense.
I assumed it's a man.
Um,
I didn't mean that. I take it back.
wow. The idea of like they're so convinced that he's still alive. They're not even,
They're not
Yeah.
they struggled
Their
the whole
funeral-
time to be sad.
and he's like, wait till we tell Will who's crying. Like that's not even a thought that he's actually the one.
When the
Yeah.
teacher asked him, "How are you boys doing?" We're sad,
Sad.
or whatever.
Also, can
he
we
said.
talk to you about alternate universes? Yeah, they had to really try to like hang out in that sadness for a
Yeah.
minute so they could get to the part where they really wanted
I love
to ask
it
the question.
because they haven't seen a stuffed body like Hopper did. Like the adult, it took a lot more to
That's
convince
true.
him.
They're
Yeah.
kids.
They were
yeah.
like, wait, she said he's alive and her nose bleeds?
Hmm.
She's right. Will's alive.
Yeah.
Okay. Everyone except for Lucas, who's like, I don't think she was showing us that Will's alive. How? How
I
is she
love it.
showing
I
us?
love it.
Oh my god.
And he was right. Every time he got mad,
Yeah.
he was right about
And then Mike's
everything
just-
he got mad about.
Mike was just waiting for someone to get mad with. Like Mike is just like his dad.
That's well, they're cut
a
from
little
the same
little
cloth,
bit of
I
a
guess.
side note. When we had a little flashback and we saw Will drawing with the things that put down color on paper that little kids normally use, she said that word a certain way. I'm trying not to say the word just
Oh.
So
to
you
hear.
can see how we say it.
I want to hear
It's
how y'all
not
say that.
crowns.
Crowns.
It's crayons.
It's crayons.
It's not crayons either.
It's not crayons.
It's crayons.
Crayons.
That was so weird. And even in that moment, I thought, okay, wait a minute. Does the character talk that way? Or, wow, I'm blanking on her name. What's her name?
Joyce. Winona Ryder?
Winona Ryder. I was about to say Tammy Wynette. Oh,
What?
wow.
that's
Bruh.
not even a person. Winona Ryder.
Winona.
Does
Uh,
Winona
Winona-
Ryder say it that way or
the
Joyce?
Judd
Crayon.
sisters. Winona Judd.
I don't. I
Yeah,
can't think
or
of a
does
reason.
she say it that way?
I can't think
I
of a
don't-
reason why you would change how you say
Yeah.
crayons
For a character.
for a character.
I don't know if it's a
How did
Midwest
she say it?
in
Crowns.
cranes.
Crayons?
Crayons?
Crayons.
Crayons.
you said it.
Crayons.
You just said it again. Are you making that up, or is that how
Now
you
she
say
didn't
it?
remember how she said it.
I say crayons. Like,
That's
boys,
how-
go
that's
clean up
how-
your
Okay,
crayons.
don't say it like that anymore.
Well, I'm not gonna.
You should
not.
say crayons.
That's how I talk.
Can I on the same scene?
You can. You can.
I have a note that's not something stupid like that. I don't
I hope it's what I'm thinking.
I don't like this might be another movie thing,
Mm.
but this whole like it's like a little therapy session with while he's coloring, and I wonder why the wizard's shooting off fireballs
art
when he
therapy,
can
yeah.
outsmart the villains. Like, ugh.
I think it's just
Does this
trying to-
happen? Is this feels so? I mean, tell me the last time your kid was coloring something, you're like, it's interesting that
It
you
just
drew
happens to go
mom
along
taller
with the
than
current
dad.
story.
Why do you think that is? Why does it feel like mom's taller than dad?
And you're
I-
telling me the dude don't have an orange crayon?
Okay,
Red. He was looking for
why?
red.
Why was that
Yeah.
such a well drawn picture? But then the fireballs he was drawing were
Were
trash.
Yeah.
Like, I'm
Somebody
like,
drew
They
it
were
and put it
definitely
in
little
front of
green
I'm
me.
like,
cabbages.
I'm like the same person who drew the wizard did not. Even if they
Yeah.
were red, they were bad. And I was like, wait a minute.
Charles,
Okay,
put down
come
that
on.
cabbage.
I do hate when flashbacks are so meaningful to
Curated.
a story. And like,
Right.
there's
I think-
no way.
I think they were trying to showcase her as
A therapist.
that she's a good mom. That yes, we're seeing her as a mess. We're seeing her like
Yeah, but it's unnatural.
it is. I don't disagree with you. I
mean-
just think that was the point of it. Was like they have sweet interactions. She's a good mom, and she does engage with her kids.
I want you to find me a parent that would look at that picture and be like, I wonder why the wizard would need fireballs when he's so smart. He could just outsmart them.
I feel
There
like
is no parent that's going to
wants to promote intellectual growth in their children.
I was going to say, but I
know,
feel like
but
I've
find
talked,
that parent for me.
But I feel like I've talked to my kids like about certain things like that. Yeah, I mean, if
I don't.
Now it might be a little more child led, but if they're trying to really dive in and talk to you about their thought process behind something they're drawing,
but
or
that's
reading,
such a good subtle. I'm figuring something out about him, and he doesn't even know. And I don't think that that's real. I don't think it's very Michael Scott and Toby when they're coloring. And he's like, well, "Why do you think Angela's taller than Dwight?
No,
It's interesting."
I
and I'm like,
"No, I know exactly what you mean."
That's a little
Come
goofy,
on.
yeah.
Like, okay, it's just whatever.
I love when Dustin said these aren't, when they were after the funeral, he said, "Oh, these aren't real Nilla wafers." That's
Vanilla.
facts, bro. If you like Nilla wafers, and if you ever eat the off-brand, they're terrible.
They're not real.
They are not even close.
I love the notes that you're making here. They have no relation to the story. They're just about 80s nostalgia.
Don't eat the great value Nilla wafers.
Or the
Don't call them
Eggos.
crayons.
If you ever eat the off-brand Eggos, ugh.
Wow.
Oh, the worst. Okay.
Noted.
I'll jump us back. Well, actually, no, I have my next note was the same thing. Who has that many compasses?
Oh,
When Dustin's like, get all the compasses in the
there
house.
were more compasses
There
than
were
people.
like 7.
There were more compasses than people.
That's true.
You
I
need
think
one,
compasses were cool back in the day, though. I remember thinking it was cool when I had one.
That's true.
So I could see maybe
I've definitely
having more
owned a
than
few
one.
over my lifetime.
Okay.
Yeah, Scott.
Maybe that's an 80s thing. Okay, I don't.
Yeah.
I just pulled it up on my phone.
Well, because we needed direction
In
differently.
life.
Well, we did,
Oh.
but we didn't always have MapQuest, which then evolved into Google
Oh,
Maps.
you meant
and-
literally. I thought you
Right.
were. Okay.
Well, or figuratively, but
Yeah.
I mean, at a certain point.
Y'all do know who Carl
Carl Sagan.
y'all do know who Carl Sagan is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I know you
think.
do, Scott. We talked about him. That little demo and the way the teacher was talking, I felt like he was trying to sound like Carl Sagan.
I got mad.
Homie
because
was feeling himself.
how many times? It's just like an Interstellar.
Yes, we've seen that
Oh,
poke through the whole. Yeah.
So stupid. This is the only way people can think of how to explain. It's just like gravity. I'm kind of over the ball and the fabric thing. It makes sense. But then
does.
also, it's not really,
It's
you
not
know,
just
you have to
one
still,
flat.
right. Because then people are like, well, space isn't flat. It is, and it
Well,
isn't.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, you got to find a better way to explain this because it's a little bit.
But there's a really good video that Carl Sagan did. He talks and he starts on flat plane and he calls it flat plane land.
yeah.
And he talks about how a person would see things on flat plane, but then a 2-dimensional person would come along and see it different than a 3-dimensional person. It's so good. Anyway.
But I think that professor or teacher, like, he was such a dork because they asked him about all this stuff and he's not even considering the fact that they're still at a funeral. He just immediately goes into, oh yeah, no, let me draw it. And
he was
I don't
definitely
like
that teacher.
that he also drew stick figures and he also had the arms coming out of the sides. No one between 11 and him, when they drew the arms, they didn't draw them from the shoulders. They drew them coming out of the
Are there
sides.
shoulders on a stick figure?
Well, when you draw a stick figure, you know, the arms come from right where the head's connected.
No, nobody draws it like that, Scott.
No, that's
you draw
weird.
the arms coming out of the neck?
yep.
Wait, I gotta
Yes.
see you draw a stick figure now.
Yeah, we've got to see.
I will
All
totally
right,
do
we're
it.
going to pause here because you're putting one up on screen.
Yep.
And okay.
Boom. That's how you draw it.
As long as it's not a 3-legged stick figure.
It's
Ooh.
way better than
Because the teachers had 2 legs.
why
I was
does-
tracking at
why
that
do they
point.
come out of the hips, the arms,
The hips, that's a little low, but I mean, it's
The
normally,
weight.
it's
But
got
to
to be
your
3/4
point-
up.
stomach?
Yeah, stick figures, I guess, do tend to have pretty long necks.
Right. But because, yeah,
The arms are down.
I hate it. I think we should give an applause to Steve's self-awareness. He came back and apologized to Nancy and
I made a
recognized he
note
was
about
wrong
that.
and was like,
He
you
did.
want to look for, and he made a really valiant effort to try and like, okay, you know what? Let's for a few hours try and forget. Maybe let's just pretend.
He did. I just thought, oh, is he already backtracking though, or is he really caring and saying,
Right.
Let's
I
act
felt
we
like he
don't."
was genuine. I made that same note. I said he was trying. He really was trying. He's not a bad dude. He's not the brightest about certain things sometimes, but he realized he made a mistake. He owned it. He even got in trouble with his parents, but he was like, never mind that. Have we heard anything about Barb? Like, I felt like he was genuinely
He was trying.
making an effort.
But then she's like, you know what? Actually, I want to go hang out with the weirdo that took pictures of me
okay, but
through the
low-key,
window and ask him about them. What about those pictures? Well, I just see a person who's... No, you don't. You're in the woods. Why are you in the woods? That should be question number one. Not why are you taking a picture of me through the window?
Wow.
And
I
you
love-
have some
You're
poetic...
still hating on Jonathan.
I love
Gee,
Jonathan.
a
and
little
Nancy.
bit.
I like Steve. He's cool. He's fine. I do think that, there's going to be more to his character than just the douchey cool guy in high school. But I'm very pro Jonathan.
I'm
and
hating on
Nancy.
Jonathan because he's smart. And I don't get why he
You
would
hate
take
smart people.
pictures.
That's crazy.
No. He's smart.
He's smart
He's
enough
smarter
to not
than
do that.
right. It doesn't make sense why he would be taking pictures of people
Well,
in the woods.
in the beginning, though,
He's
you
not an
remember what
idiot.
I said. It was hard to tell if Jonathan was smart or if something was not right
yeah,
with him.
but now
I'm
we know
telling you.
he's smart.
He's a
'cause
smart person.
I don't mean
and
not right. No
he
offense.
hit Nancy
You know what I mean?
on the head. No, he didn't. He hit the nail on the head with Nancy
Oh, I was like, wait, did I miss a part?
Jeez.
when he
Like
described
father, like
her,
son.
and he basically just explained back to her what her mom was, that she's like that.
Yeah.
I
You
loved
think
that
you're
whole
rebellion,
scene.
It
but
was
you're
good.
actually just
I loved that whole scene.
yeah.
Nancy needs somebody to put her in her place.
A little bit, yeah. You
Yeah,
think you're being
little bit.
rebellious?
Oh, a little
You're
bit.
not.
Well, and they just come from such different backgrounds, and that's evidenced in their interactions. But I so love their vibe.
Where is the gun safety though?
It was the
He's
80s.
shooting a gun and she just walks up from nowhere.
It was the
Aren't you
80s.
supposed to hit the
back
cans?
then it wasn't a big deal.
I
No.
guess pre 9/11.
But you knew when he hands her the gun, I thought, oh, she's definitely going
Uh-oh.
to hit it first try.
I
Without a
just
doubt.
thought we need to
Oh,
watch
yeah.
out.
But that's not the kind of ammo you waste either, by the way. I mean, I guess they need to practice just a little, but I don't know. He didn't put that much ammo in his pocket when he took that gun. I don't know why that bothered me.
Because
He
it's
wasn't
expensive.
rationing it.
I used to work in a hardware store. That stuff ain't cheap.
Right.
You daggone right.
He didn't know the shortage was coming.
Okay.
Hopper hopping on the phone and making that random phone call. I just feel like once an episode, we get a little drip from the
Yeah.
faucet of Hopper's backstory.
Oh, right. Because did you not assume that was Sarah's mother? He was
I
talking
did
to?
until I heard the baby, and then I thought, wait, I thought Sarah was grown, and there was a man's voice in the background or something, or she said something to somebody.
Well, no, I got the sense that she's since remarried. That he's talking to her.
Yeah,
They're no longer together.
yeah.
What
I was
thought-
picking up all the insinuations.
And
I just
then
thought,
I just assumed she was remarried.
why are we just having to
and
get
had
little
moved
bits and
on.
pieces?
Well, what's
Like, I don't
weird
know
is-
what made him call her.
But then we get on this podcast
Because they've been
and
through
we
something
hear,
together.
his diary, and we learn a whole different side of him that no
We
one
do.
knew, which is interesting.
We do. It's funny you bring that up, Scott.
Oh,
Should I go now?
yeah. Go ahead.
I have one. This one is weird. Now Hop's going through it. We've seen that in
Can
the
you
last
give us a
couple
time frame? Is this before, after? Like, where are we at? With
This was right after the events of this current episode.
So
Actually.
he
He's
found the
going
bug in
through
his
it.
house. Okay.
He's going through it.
But he'll probably still mention like the local hockey game going on or something. He always does that in his diaries. It's so obscure. Also, by the way, I saw this new movie and they should make a musical about it.
Well, I mean, Scott,
I woke up with my sweaty pits and back and pill bottles everywhere. And also,
Also,
I mean,
Michael
he's got to
Jordan hit a
live
triple
life
double.
still. I mean, come on now.
This
that
is
kinda
his life.
his life.
Have you seen his apartment? His apartment.
His cabin in the woods.
Right. Go ahead. What did Hobbs say?
Bro's icky.
This is, I mean, it's not the norm. I'm glad we've picked up on the theme there, but not exactly the norm. Hop Man here, that's normal. He's still going with the nickname. He's not going to give up on that.
The trauma he's been through.
But this must have been right after he found the bug in the house. Can't say too much here. Even in my diary, this diary is probably bugged.
Okay.
I don't know.
That contradicts
some weird
really
technology there.
Yeah, we gave him credit for being a big city detective, and now.
But to whoever may be reading this, I need you to know two things. One, I beat my high score in Pac-Man on the Atari last night.
I knew it. I knew he would say something completely irrelevant.
That's why he woke up so sweaty.
But here, apparently, he needed to write it down, but it was before I tore my house apart. So you just got to trust me. I beat the high score. I have no way of proving it.
Oh,
Glad he documented that.
Wow.
So he's keeping busy. Obviously, that was number one. Number two. This is weird. I don't know. Hey, Link. I don't know who Link is. I know a Link from Legend of Zelda, but was Link around back then?
That is
hey, Link, make sure you get the sword from the old man on top of the waterfall.
Shut up.
Is this a Dungeons and Dragons reference?
No, it's a Legends of Zelda reference.
Okay.
You know, the more I listen to Hopper's Diary, the more I learn.
I mean,
he's a lot like you, Chuck.
Are you a Legends of Zelda person, Chuck?
Coincidentally,
I'm a little disappointed that y'all keep saying Legends of Zelda. It's not Legends of the Fall. It's Legend of
just
Zelda.
the one.
That
legend.
answers your question.
It's just the one legend.
That
there
should
aren't
answer
multiple
it.
I have a
timelines
member
and
of my
stories.
family that is pretty hardcore into Zelda as well.
Yeah, the original.
Imagine
is
my
where it's
surprise when I figured out that Link isn't Zelda. I was definitely one of those people. That Link is Link. Sorry.
Chuck's like, oh, that's so elementary.
I know.
Okay.
I know. Can we still be friends?
Ugh.
Consider it.
We're probably going to have a 30-minute segment next time, Scott.
No, I mean, I'm up
okay.
to date now.
So those were two things. P.S. Of course I knew that was a fake body. What kind of person do you think I am?
That's the PS?
That's the PS. I guess
That's
he
not the
cares
headliner.
about how people are. Yeah. Oh, no. He was much more worried about the Pac-Man score in Legend of Zelda.
Right. I think he doesn't know how to write a diary. I don't think he knows what the point of it is.
I think when he gets down to that diary, it feels like, to me, I'm just guessing what it would be like if he was writing in his diary. He's like you said, he's on his stomach with his feet kicked up behind him, kicking, and he's just putting down thoughts, whatever comes top of mind, not necessarily in any right order. He might even feel a little bit rushed.
He just
and he's got a little bit of a. It seems like maybe he's off of it, but a lot of pills and cans around the house. So who knows what's going to come out. And then he wraps up with hop out. So he's sticking to that.
Interestingly enough, speaking of being kind of all over the place, I also made a final note about the guys, the officers that came to see him, and they just happened to mention at the very end of their interaction, oh, by the way, we found Barbara's car. The missing girl. Like, that was another thing they could have maybe led with. Like,
oh, yeah.
That's a big deal. That's something you guys have been actively looking for. Instead, they mentioned the two yahoos that went hunting and didn't come back. There's still a big question mark there if that's even a problem. And then BT Dubs, we found her entire car from the girl we've confirmed is missing.
It's funny. Yeah. And then he goes, it's weird. They keep doing our job for us.
The Stadies.
Pretty funny. But I don't get how the bad guys know everything. I don't know how they
bad guys.
Because they were the guy that came to look at the CB radio in the classroom was obviously sent by the bad dudes.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Well, they're bugged everywhere. They're listening to everybody talking.
But you see that line of people, right? Like it's a call center.
Oh, yeah.
And they're all listening on the headphones.
Scott,
and then he stands up.
Right now.
I mean, they got this whole town on
they're like,
lock.
because they find out, they're like, she knows something.
They got Hopper's diary bugged. I mean, how'd they do
His
that?
diary is a blue composition. I pictured it was like a little padlock.
Also, his diary is actually written down.
This is me translating it just so I can reread it. You know, they won't let you walk out of the National Archives with actual documents. So I write it down in my own diary.
Your aesthetic is so on point. Your chair, your hoodie, your notebook.
A lot of blue.
Right, blue
What's
and
your
white.
favorite color?
Camouflage.
Red, actually.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, if we don't have any other thoughts, I'm sure we do, but
I mean, I was glad we saw the upside down, right? I mean, that's where Nancy was, right?
And they called it
cool.
that. That's the first time it's been referenced.
Right.
We saw the Demogorgon.
We're connecting dots now.
A Demogorgon.
Demogorgon.
Yeah, I still don't know how to say it. The thing with no face.
Demogorgon.
Right. There you go.
Colors with crayons.
Oof.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. For Shauna Fretwell and Charlie Harcum, I am Scott Feltz,
the host.
Hop out.